Hey up and welcome to Hebden Bridge, another little quaint market town situated in the Calder Valley here in Yorkshire. Now originally there was only one settlement in this area, the village of Heptonstall, which is up ahead of me atop the valley. However, down here at the bottom of the valley where the river lies, pack horses used to follow the route down the valley to this point where they would cross the river and carry on along their way to Halifax. And over time a community built up around this bridge. Now over time a small farming community built up around this bridge. The town then grew and flourished during the Industrial Revolution, when the steep valleys created fast flowing streams which in turn powered water driven textile mills here in the town, earning the town the nickname Trouser Town for its clothing production. The final sort of change that transformed Hebden Bridge from a farming community to a bustling mill town was the building of the Rochdale Canal, which is what I'm walking along now, in the 19th century. And this linked Hebden Bridge to wool and trade hubs in the area. Nowadays Hebden Bridge has actually gained a bit of a reputation for having a lot of small and often quirky independent shops, along with many independent cafes, tea rooms and pubs, which, as you can imagine, is why we're here today. This is my first time visiting Hebden Bridge, so all these pubs are going to be just as new to me as they are to you. And I've also heard that the pubs in this town do have a reputation of having quite a pricey pint for the area. So we're going to have a wander around the town, look for some of these famous Hebden Bridge pubs and see if the rumours are true about the price of a pint here. And if that sounds like a bit of fun to you, then join us and let's have a wander. Yeah, so we're coming up to the first spot of the day, the Vocation Co brewery tap here in Hebden Bridge. We're meeting some other members of the Society for the Preservation of Beers from the Wood today. It's a bit of a semi-impromptu make your own way trip today, so hopefully there'll be a good few lads in there and we can get a drink. So yeah, this is my first, like I say, first time in Hebden Bridge. Let's see if the Vocation Co tap holds up to the Halifax one. Let's have a look. It. So slow cyclist. There we go.
These two are almost exactly the same. So this one takes this sour.
Yeah. Well, they're not used to those.
Yeah, we're hops through it as well, so I find a bit of similarity with it. Just in case you want to.
Hey guys,
can I get a pint of bread and butter, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll get a pint
And a pint of hard salt. Is that one on cask or keg?
Cask. It's both cask.
No problem.
Just wait until it's just moving on.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries.
Vegan. Sorry, not vegan, vegetarian.
Let me check on the stock.
Natural stuff.
There's your heart and soul.
Nice one. Thanks for that.
Hope you enjoy.
Cheers. Yeah. So take it. Thank you.
Briefly have a push shower. Yeah, of course. That how you want it?
Hey up guys, we're here in the Vocation Co brewery tap here in Hebden Bridge. I've gone for a pint of the bread and butter, one of their staple ales, I think it's 3.9% and £4.50 a pint. So far, not crazy prices, but yeah, probably a bit above average for this area. And yeah, a big thank you to Nathan Banks for getting this round in. Massively appreciate the donation. Cheers for that one. And if you fancy buying me a pint, there's a link in the description below. But anyway, enough yapping. Let's give this beer a go. It looks really nice actually. Very sort of like light straw colour with a slight haze to it, but nothing too bad. Let's give it a try. It's very hop forward, but it's nicely balanced. It's very bitter finish. My only complaint probably about that is it's a bit too cold for cask. It tastes more like it's keg beer temperature. So I need to let that warm up a bit. Yeah, cheers. Right, yeah, so that was the Vocation Co brewery tap here in Hebden Bridge, which I believe is the closest brewery tap to the brewery, which is in the middle of nowhere. And I think now we're going to hop on a bus and head sort of to the other end of Hebden Bridge, a little bit out, and visit a pub up there, and then basically work our way back down to here where we started. So yeah, play it by ear for now. Again, never been to any of these pubs before, so this is all new to me. I'm letting the more experienced Hebden Bridge drinkers lead the way basically. But yeah, anyway, onwards to the next pub. We'll find out, I suppose, when we get there what it's going to be.
Thank you.
Single to Stubbing Wharf, I think it is. Sorry.
Nice one. Cheers, pal.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers, pal. Right, there we go. Hopped off the bus and we're heading to the Stubbing Wharf, just a little bit outside of Hebden Bridge. I mean, to be honest, you could easily walk up here, but there was a bus leaving anyway, so may as well hop on and save a bit of time, haven't you? Right, let's see what beers this pub's got on. There it is, just on the other side of the river, or stream, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, let's see what this pub's like.
You need to order?
And that's alright.
Hiya.
Yeah, dry roasted.
Could I please do a pint of heart and soul? And then
Yeah.
what are you having?
Blonde, what's it blonde?
I'll sit blonde. What nuts do you want?
And I'll get the dry roasted. I'll do that.
Can we have 2 bags of dry roasted peanuts as well, please? Thank you. What, they're going outside around the back?
Dave's at front. Dave's
I don't know, Dave's out front. Don't know about anyone else. I'll go and have a look. Yes, there is, after you.
I'm assuming you can't take the beer up there.
Dave's gone out front.
Oh, is it? We thought we'd have a look at the canal side and Rosie gone that way.
Yeah.
See where he went.
Yeah, let's take our pints up. Sod it.
So, you can take your beer.
Oh gosh.
I've seen the TV programme.
Thank you.
Brilliant player, isn't it? It's great.
Okay, here we are at the back of the Stubbing Wharf on the canal again. What a lovely spot for a beer this is. Absolutely cannot fault this at all. Absolutely fantastic. And you know, it's a bit cloudy, but it's actually a really nice day today. So yeah, gonna give this pint a go. We've gone for the Vocation Heart and Soul this time, but I think £4.70 a pint for this one. So again, definitely is a bit on the pricey side here, but not as hideous as I heard it was. So yeah, but before I do, big thank you to Middle Georgia Graves for getting this pint in, getting us a very generous round. I really appreciate that one, pal, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video. So yeah, let's give this Heart and Soul a go. Not bad. Another hoppy pale, probably a bit hoppy for my cup of tea, but very easy drinking, 3.9%, and it's got not a bad little bit of body for a 3.9. Definitely not watery like you can get under 4%. Yeah, I'll take that, I suppose. Cheers. Yeah, right. That was the Stubbing Wharf, a pub flanked by a stream on one side and the canal on the other. And I tell you what, in summer, that'll be a fantastic place to go and sit by the canal and have a drink. I mean, today it was fantastic anyway, and it's like cool but not unpleasantly cold and a bit overcast. But yeah, fantastic spot that was. 3.9% hoppy pale ale for £4.70. So yeah, we're definitely above average for Yorkshire prices. I'd say we might even be sort of knocking on York beer prices, maybe even a touch higher than some of the pubs I've been to in York recently. Yeah, but anyway, we're going to carry on, continue our little audit of the prices here in Hebden Bridge, and we're heading now to a pub called the Fox and Goose, which is West Yorkshire's oldest community pub. A pub that was saved by local townsfolk and people in the wider Calder Valley area, camera members and stuff like that. I think, if memory serves, it's got around somewhere between 260 and 280 different sort of shareholders who've all got a small stake in the pub. So they all sort of rallied around, put in a few quid each and saved the place. And now it's a well-known good beer guide community pub. So yeah, if you want to check out this community pub, then come on, let's have a wander. Here we are, West Yorkshire's original cooperative pub. Let's see what it's all about, see what beers they've got on.
Hello.
Hiya, can I get a pint of the Heartland, please?
Yeah.
And half of the Brigantia cider.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, no worries.
You're paying, I'll take this from me.
Card, yeah.
Oh, right, well, you're right, don't worry.
Right, I'm out in the nice quiet beer garden of the Fox and Goose, and I've gone for a 6% cider called Brigantia. £4.50 a pint this was, so like £2.25 a half. But the prices in this pub do seem much more reasonable than the other two so far. I think they had a 3.9% beer on for £3.80 or a 3.8% for £3.90, something like that. So yeah, probably a lot more in line with what I'd expect to see price-wise here in West Yorkshire, which is interesting given it's a cooperative pub. Wonder if it's a little bit cheaper because of that as well. But either way, let's give this cider a go. Ooh. Yeah, it's got a bite to it like a good scrumpy. It's probably medium bodied, that it's not particularly sweet, but it's not super dry either. It's got a lovely sort of tart apple flavour to it, and then maybe a slight almost blackcurrant fruitiness at the end. Very pleasant for a 6% cider, and as often with these strong ciders, drinks way too easily. You could sup that like you could sup your morning apple juice. Cheers. That was the Fox and Goose. Fantastic little community pub that was. Definitely my favourite pub of the day so far. It was just lovely and cosy, relaxed, friendly staff, some great drinks on offer, and my cider was fantastic, but everyone was very complimentary about the beers. They were very well kept and very good choices basically, and better prices than we've found so far, so that's interesting as well. And yeah, we're heading back into the centre now, I suppose, and we're going to hunt down some more of the pubs nearby where Vocation was. I think we've got a brewery tap room, a micro pub, and potentially another sort of traditional pub left on the list. So yeah, definitely a few choices to go at. Yeah, let's have a wander. So this street has some great examples of these quirky independent shops. Hebden Bridge is so well known for. Some really quaint, actually really good looking shops as well. Toy shops and shoe shops and all that sort of thing. It's really is home of the independent shop here.
Yeah.
Here we are, a little craft beer bottle shop and bar called Drink. Let's have a look in, see what beers they got on. Apparently they do have cask beer, so yeah, let's see. Thank you, mister.
Sorry, do I not look over 25?
There we are in the Drink, it's called. Very aptly named little micro pub bottle shop type spot, this one. And I've gone for a half of the Darwin's Origin by Salopian Brewery. It's a best bitter type tipple. Let's give it a go. Yeah, that is a very pleasant pint. Well, half today. Might be my beer of the day so far, that. Just a really easy drinking, best bitter, well balanced. And slightly nutty character as well, actually. Cheers. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, £4.60 a pint this one is, and it is 4.2%. So yeah, again, not bad really at all. Cheers. Right, that was Drink, a fantastic bottle shop micro pub type spot. Really good. The selection of canned and bottled beer was incredible. They had some brilliant imperial dark beers on and stuff like that. I'm trying to be a bit quick here because the next pub is literally just across the road from Drink. So it's called the Old Gate Tavern, and I've heard it's a bit of a foodie pub, but also has some good beers on, so yeah, we'll see what that's about. Let's go in. I think we're the advance party over the advance party. I don't know where Andy and Dad have gone. Here's Dad. Yeah, can I get a pint of Midnight Bell, please? And can I do a half of the Ruvani, please? I'm going to take a punt and split a bit odd. Oh, we get 100 glass. Right guys, we're here in the Old Gate Tavern. I've gone for a pint of half of Ruvani, a Thornbridge ginger and turmeric IPA, 6%, and I think it's nearly £6 a pint. So yeah, quite expensive, but it is a stronger one. I've taken a risk on this one because I'm not sure if I'm going to like a ginger and turmeric beer, but we'll give it a go. Why not, eh? Cheers. Yeah, not my cup of tea. It's very strong of turmeric, and I get a little bit of ginger through, but turmeric is definitely the predominant flavour in that beer, and it does have a slightly bitter finish, but it doesn't really have too much of malt or hop character. It's all those additives, so yeah, glad I got a half. Cheers. Aye, that was the old gate. Now someone said it's a bit like a Wetherspoons, but without the Wetherspoons prices. And I think to some degree that's true, but I think it might have been meant in a negative way, but it's not. It's got a range of clientele, from young lads to old couples to families with kids. Fantastic range of beers. I think they had about 9 cask ales on, and a cider and some locally brewed lager, and it was just really busy. Just nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Just a great spot, like getting a bit claustrophobic by the end. It was that busy, but yeah, great pub. And we're gonna now go and hunt for the hidden Hebden, the micro pub here in town. Not 100% sure where it is, and apparently it is quite difficult to spot. So let's go and have a look.
Saw the sign.
I used to walk for months.
Am I around it? No. You got the last one.
I'll get a bitter.
Can we do a pint and a half of the loom brew bitter, please?
Is that everything?
Yes, thank you.
No, it's good. Thank you. I need it. Exactly.
Thank you. We're going to try and get a spot outside.
Yeah, wherever you want.
I'll follow you. Alright. Sorry, gents. It is,
I can't believe that. So, that old town in the middle of nowhere.
Right, I'm going to have to take 2 of this because it didn't record then for some reason. I've got the Loom Brew Bitter, 3.4%, and I think it's the most expensive beer versus price so far because it's 3.4, but it's $4.60 a pint. So yeah, it's a very nice bitter. It's a very bitter though. It's incredibly strong bitter finish. Got a bloody ant attack in my beer as well. Sorry, I had to sort that out. Yeah, I'll give it a taste on camera, but like I said, it's a very bitter. There's not much else to it other than bitterness, really. Yeah, it's a light body, tiny little maybe note of caramel, but other than that, it's just a strong bitter end. Cheers. Yeah, the hidden Hebden, great little micro pub. Very busy, so I'm not sure what you'll see of that spot, but fantastic place. Staff were great. They were just blasting through huge queues all the time, serving decent pints, and yeah, we had a couple of beers in there. Fantastic choices, basically. Would definitely recommend popping in, but you know me, I'm partial to a micro pub, so always gonna pop into one of them. Anyway, we've got one more pub on the video today. We're gonna pop to Nightjar, like the Nightjar brewery tap basically, and check that out because I've always been a fan of their beers for quite a long time. So we'll go and see what this spot's like. Anyway, here, one more pub, let's have a wander.
No, wine. Yeah. What else? Even
Yeah, I've got to admit, I can see why Hebden Bridge is treated as almost like the hub or the top spot in the area for independent shops. It seems absolutely every place is independent. I've not seen any proper chain places all day. There's loads of independent cafes. You know, you don't have your Costa and your Starbucks here. You've got independent tea rooms and cafes and coffee shops. It's absolutely fantastic. The locals must absolutely love it here. I can really imagine having a great weekend out, just popping about and trying all these various little independent shops. Absolutely fantastic place. Anyway, like I said, one more spot. Let's have a wander.
And this is
Here we are, just about back to where we started again, on the main street near Vocation. We're heading to Nightjar. Oh yeah, you can see the canal again and the park just down here. Here we go, Vocation just there, pretty much exactly back to where we started. We're just going to pop a little bit further down the road again and check out this Nightjar brewery tap, which I'm really excited for. Like I said, I've been a big fan of their beers for quite a while now, so it should be good. I'm thinking, looking at the rest of the town, it's going to be rammed, so we'll have to play it by ear with what we can actually show you. But yeah, let's have a look in.
we need some.
Right, yeah, here in the Nightjar brewery tap with the last beer of the day, Lost in IKEA, their double dry hop New England IPA, 4.2% and £4.20 a pint. So yeah, that's a bit more standard, I'd say, than some of the other pubs today. Let's give it a go. Not my usual tipple, but you never know, it might be fantastic. Wow, yeah, it is actually very good. It's not too sweet. It's very sort of fresh, hoppy, crisp and light, and yeah, very much not unpleasant. Not too sweet. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Just quite an easy drinking for a New England IPA, to be honest with you. Cheers. Right, here we are back at the canal for the end of the day, and as you can see, the rain's kicked off, so we timed it well today. We managed to get through our pubs without getting too drenched, but now it's time to get wet going home. And yeah, the Nightjar, fantastic little micro brewery tap type place. Really nice beers on, really friendly welcome we got in there, and a great atmosphere, jovial, busy, and I really like the decor, all the raw brick and the stone floor and stuff like that. Fantastic little spot. And that was Hebden Bridge, or at least what I'm going to show you today. There's plenty more pubs to go out here if you fancy a day out, but that's where I'm going to call it a day before I get too woozy. And yeah, I think for me today, pub of the day was the Fox and Goose. Not only was it a fantastic community pub with a great atmosphere, great decor, just really traditional pub really, and but as well as that, it was also the most reasonably priced of the day, because I do agree with what people say, Hebden Bridge is definitely above average for price. I'm not quite sure if we're knocking at the levels of maybe drinking in York or drinking in Harrogate or anything like that, but it's certainly one of the more expensive places in Yorkshire that I've been for a drink. So whether it's Yorkshire's most expensive pint, I'm not sure, but certainly is up there. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Do leave a like and a subscribe if you're enjoying the content. That helps me out the most, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, support your local pub. Cheers.